Hey kids, do you know where our electricity comes from to use the TV, computer or the lamp in your living room? If not, this film is going to show you one way of renewable energy from biogas. Biogas is not really a popular way to produce energy, but in the near future it could be one. Now we want to show you how biogas producing energy for your electricity at home. It's very important to have poo, like in our example from pigs and cows, and also some corn plants. All those things are going into a huge tank, but most important are the bacteria in the tank. The bacteria and the mass are eating the mixture of poo and corn. The result of it is biogas. It's going to rise up into the top of the tank. The gas is going to make the motor work, and because of it, the turbine turns on. The turbine produces energy, and this energy is going to a power pole and makes the way to your house. We need to use renewable energy to save our world.
How to warm the house without polluting. In the nature, you can pick up different sorts of organic waste like pieces of tree, rice shells. You can put this waste in a machine which scrubs the waste, and with water it makes pellets. Then you can burn the pellets in a wood burner and warm the house without polluting. This is the biomass energy. So it's possible with biomass energy.
We are going to compare the waste and the pellet with the paper. If you burn the waste, that is going to burn very fast. You are going to see it now.
Hello, my name is Stella and I want to introduce you how you get geothermal energy out of the earth. You can get the geothermal energy out of an at least 400 meter deep volcano or 400 meter deep bore. The first geothermal energy power plant was built in Italy in 1995. First of all, you drill a hole until you reach the warming resource of the inner earth. Afterwards, you pump in cold water, which gets heated up. Hot water goes through a turbine, a generator, and a transformator. Meanwhile, it gets changed into energy, for example, electricity. Afterward, the hot water goes through a cooling tower, where it's getting cooled down. At the end, everything starts again. Hammer bits are hard rocks. They beat them into small pieces. These go through the holes. Rolling bits are for all rocks, while the arms are turning the stones get crushed. Wing bits are for soft stones. They keep turning by themselves. Geothermal energy has advantages and disadvantages. Even if you can cover the global energy demand with it, and you get around 323 new places to work, it also causes earthquakes and dirty toxic water locally and globally. What do you think is this a good way of getting renewable energy, or is it a bad way?
This machine multiplicates 12 times the energy created in the control.
We go inside the central and we have to put a helmet. We have to follow the line if there is an emergency.
There is water from a lake that goes into 3 tubes because in hydroelectrical centrals the process is divided in 3 groups.
The 3 tubes are like the form of a snail shell, and they are getting smaller while they are getting closer to the turbine.
Turbine is like a fan where the water comes, it moves, creating mechanical energy for the generator. Generator is a machine which transforms mechanical energy into alternative energy that comes into the transformator and becomes electricity for the electric central.
Electricity goes into electric network and into our houses.
The water that passes into the turbine is released into a river.
Today we're gonna show you the marine renewable energy. We're going to explain you what are tidal and wave energy.
Tidal power is an energy which comes from the tides, so it is necessary that the water comes and goes. These turbines have different structures, which are fixed or floating. So, when the water is coming and going, the turbines are spinning and it produces energy.
The next energy is the wave power. We build a possibility to produce electricity from the motion of the sea. There are 4 types of different structure. At the first one, the water goes direct down into a turbine, which is spinning. At another one, the water pushes the air into a turbine, which is at the top of the device. There are 2 more different types, which are the so-called floating bodies. The produced energy can now go through a cable to the households.
Now we speak about the research and development. The specialists doing tests and research to build new devices. The Reta tank can recreate the wave movement with a big machine. This renewable energy can have an impact on the environment. There can be a chemical pollution with the paint of the turbine. It's also possible that a wave is builded. The electromagnetic field of the cable is a problem for fish and other animals because it disrupts their navigation. The electromagnetic field of the cable is a problem for fish and other animals because it disrupts their navigation. The noise and vibration of the machine are also bad for the ecosystem.
Pros and cons. We also have pros. For example, it creates a lot of jobs. It makes energy without fossil resources. It is cheaper, so we have money. And also less pollution. In fact, there are also some cons. For example, at the beginning, it's too expensive. We need to find the right place to build it. We need a wind for wave energy, and wave energy is only available on seaside.
Hello, my name is Sam and I'm going to tell you something about the solar plant. Let's get started and have fun! The sun is one of the most important objects for the whole universe. Without the sun, our Earth is not able to live. If the sun is shining, everyone is happy. But it is also the star that is the central body of the solar system that sends us electricity.
And go.
Solar panels are just like mirrors, like if you see yourself in it. But the most important thing is, if the sun is shining, those solar panels are reflecting the sunbeams. Here you can see how the solar panels reflects the sunbeams right into a tower where water is in it. As the sunbeams hit the top of the tower, it is going to heat up the water and converts the water to steam, up to 250 degrees. The steam needs more volume than water and makes the turbine works. The steam is converted into electricity, and the electricity is sent to many different houses. But if there's too much steam, it is stuck into a pressure vessel. The water is going to fall on the tubes of the steam to cool it down, so the steam is going to be water again and can't be reused in the tower. Like I said, the electricity is sent to many different houses, and here you can see my house. So, here you can see my living room, but I'm so sad because I don't have light. Because of solar energy, I'm so happy to have light.
And promises, how to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall, but watching you stand up.
Here you can see our planet, the Earth. It's in danger and we need to save it.
Save the world!
Wind energy is the use of air flow through wind turbines and mechanically powered generators for electricity. Wind power as an alternative to burning fossil fuels is plentiful, renewable, widely distributed, clean, produces no greenhouse gas emissions during operation, and uses little land. The net effects on the environment are far less problematic than those of non-renewable power sources. Wind farm consists of many individual wind turbines which are connected to the electrical power transmission network. Onshore, wind is an inexpensive source of electricity, competitive with oil, in many places cheaper than coal or gas plants. Offshore, wind is steadier and stronger than on land, and offshore farms have less visual impact, but construction and maintenance costs are considerably higher. Small onshore wind farms can feed some energy into the grid or provide electricity to isolated off-grid locations.
The Earth's surface has both land and water. When the sun comes up, the air over the land heats up, quicker than lighter and freezes. The cooler air is denser and it falls and replaces the air over the land. In the night, the resource warmer and rises and it is replaced by cooler air from land. The moving air, wind, has huge amounts of kinetic energy, and this can be transferred into electric energy using the blades which spin a shaft and which connects to a generator and makes electricity. The electricity is sent through lines to a substation, then of the homes, schools and business. Wind turbines cannot work if there is not wind, or if their speed is so high it would damage them. So how do turbines make electricity? Simply started, a wind turbine works opposite of a fan. Instead of a fan, which turbines use wind to make electricity. The wind turns the blades which spin shafts and which connects the electricity.
Modern wind machines are still wrestling with the problem of what to do when the wind isn't blowing. Large turbines are connected to the utility power network. Some other type of generator picks up the load when there is no wind. Small turbines are sometimes connected to electric generators or sometimes have a battery to store the extra energy they collect when the wind is blowing hard.
Advantages is the wind is free and with modern technologies can be captured efficiently. She doesn't produce gases or other pollutants. She takes small place. She allows to produce energy for people living in remote areas. Disadvantages is the wind is not always constant, so this means that wind turbines do not produce the same amount of electricity all the time. The wind power aren't aesthetics for some people. Wind turbines are noisy. When wind turbines are being manufactured, some pollution is produced. They don't produce enough energy.